Hey everyone, welcome back to another great collection of eShop deals. If you're new to the channel, every week I make a nice little list of 10 games that I think are the best deals, or at the very least some of the most interesting deals of the week. So let's jump right into these deals so you can pick out some more eShop games that'll go in your backlog and you'll never actually play them. Alright, let's start this video. All right, first of all, we have Severed Steel for 35% off for $16.24. This is a really impressive Switch port. This is a super stylistic shooter with some really cool bullet time mechanics, voxel environments that can be blown apart. It also has the added gimmick where there is no reloading, so you're constantly bashing into enemies and grabbing their loaded gun to take on the next group of enemies. So this is just a really stylish, fast-paced, crazy shooter that I think FPS fans are gonna love. And like I said, it is a really solid Switch port. This is just one of those games that I thought was just gonna crash and burn on the Switch as far as its frame rate, but nope, it's really solid, really steady, and it just works perfect. Next, we have Bugsnax for 50% off for its new lowest price ever of $12.49. This is such a unique adventure game. It's really hard to describe. Essentially, you are going to this island and you are helping research Bugsnax. And Bugsnax are these little creatures that look like fruits and vegetables and all other kinds of things. But for me personally, the best way to describe this game would be if you took Pokemon Snap, but you were no longer on rails. You could go where you want, because there's all kinds of mechanics of learning how to lure out different Bugsnax and capture them so you can study them and also take on new abilities from them. And the game has a surprisingly deep character progression of meeting these different other inhabitants of the island and learning about them. And despite the inhabitants and their very Muppet-like experience, it's actually kind of a serious tone to getting to know them and finding out what they need and how to solve all of their problems. If you want something, though, that's really relaxing, but at the same time very engaging, I think you're really going to like Bugsnax. And what rhymes with Bugsnax? Infernax. Infernax is currently 25% off for its new lowest price ever of $14.99. Now, I know 25% off is not a big deal, but this is one of the best reviewed Switch indie games of the year so far. It's basically a mix of old school Castlevania, kind of also mixed with like Zelda 2 from the NES, and it's all wrapped up in a sort of Metroidvania style concoction. I personally haven't got to play it yet. I might pick it up on this sale, but again, I've heard just amazing reviews. The Metacritic score is currently sitting at an 84, so again, like I said, it's really well reviewed, which definitely helps it stand out, because if I just saw the screenshots, I would think, oh, it's just another NES clone, but apparently it really rises above that. Alright, so if you just got done playing Bayonetta 3, there's another Platinum game that just went on sale for you to pick up. The Wonderful 101 Remastered is currently 55% off for only $17.99. I'm sure it is no mistake that they've dropped the price right around the release of Bayonetta 3. It's not necessarily the same thing as Bayonetta 3, but it is very much a Platinum game and with some really crazy over-the-top action. Essentially, you play as a group of 100 different heroes, and they can all combine together to make crazy big weapons, like a sword or a giant fist. So yeah, it's really over the top, very typical of Platinum games, from a great director who directed one of my favorite games of all time, Beautiful Joe. If you don't know about Beautiful Joe, you should. It's a GameCube classic. Next, we have Endling Extinction is Forever for 20% off, bringing it down to $23.99. Again, this is not a big discount, but for me personally, this is one of my favorite Switch games this year. And it's another extremely well-reviewed game. It currently sits at an 82 on Metacritic, so it's not just me that loves it. So in this game, you play as a mother fox who is trying to help her cubs survive. I don't remember if that's actually what baby foxes are called, cubs, but I'm going to call them cubs. But yeah, it's all about sort of taking on the day-to-day life in a sort of post-apocalyptic world. And you are just simply trying to seek out sustenance for your little ones, all the while trying to avoid the humans who might want to ensnare or entrap you. But it is a really moving story. And I am going to tell you right now, despite the cute appearance, you need to be in for a potential tearjerker. And the big warning I want to give you is that this game even has potential permadeath for one or more of your cubs. So you might not want to get too attached to them, or at the very least, make sure you're saving plenty of time so you can go back to a previous save if you just can't handle that thought. The game is absolutely gorgeous though, just runs so beautiful on the Switch. It's an absolute treat to the eyes, all the amazing backgrounds and environments, and the way it slowly changes over time. Again, one of my favorites of the year. Even if you don't want to pick it up at this price, at the very least, make sure you wishlist it so you can check on it down the line. Next, we have Hot Wheels Unleashed for its new lowest price ever, 70% off for only $14.99. I absolutely love this game. It is super fun. Now, you're probably not going to be seeing gameplay footage of me because the last time I tried to talk about Hot Wheels Unleashed, Mattel did a copyright claim on their game trailer, so sorry about that. You're probably just going to be seeing still images. But if you're like me and you ever just fantasized of what it would have been like to be inside of your own Hot Wheels car, screaming down one of those neon orange tracks, this will definitely give you a taste of what that would be like. Runs pretty solid on the Switch, definitely not as good looking as its next-gen counterparts, but still very solid. If you've consumed all the Mario Kart you can handle, for me personally, this would be my next favorite kart racer, but it's not a kart racer, but it just kind of has a similar sort of arcadey, casual vibe to it. Another game at its new lowest price ever is Blue Fire. It's currently 60% off for only $7.99. Easiest way to describe this would be something along the lines of a 3D Legend of Zelda game, but combined with a 3D Mario game. So yeah, it's sort of like a big adventure game, like a Zelda game, but then there are all kinds of really intense, insane platforming challenges. What's really exciting right now, though, is that it just got some brand new DLC called the Void Maker. Now, the voids in this game are these sort of self-contained platforming challenges that you enter into, but this new DLC allows you to make your own void. So it's sort of a make your own 3D platformer stage DLC. And like I said, it's all free, so that definitely just absolutely sweetens the deal of this great sale. Next, we have Dying Light Definitive Edition. It's currently 50% off for only $24.99. When we talk about Miracle Switch ports, Dying Light Definitive Edition is definitely one of them. It's just insane that they got this game to work so beautifully on the Switch. And there's all kinds of amazing trickery going on to get it to work there. You probably know what Dying Light is, but if for some reason you don't, the simplest way to put it, it's a big open world zombie game with lots of parkour. So you're gonna have all kinds of ways of scrambling around buildings with grappling hooks and all other kinds of cool maneuverability. And then you're gonna be taking on all kinds of zombie hordes, and it especially gets super dangerous at night in this game when all kinds of really unique zombies that are really fast come out. And if you like RPG mechanics, this is also another great one. All kinds of cool skill trees, all kinds of weapons that can be upgraded. It's just a really big game with a lot to do. Finally, we have Retro City Rampage DX at its lowest price ever, 50% off for $7.49. However, the real standout point of this deal is this game has not gone on sale since December of 2018. So if you are interested in this game at this price, now is the time to pick it up. Don't wait, because I don't know if they're going to wait another 4 years, but if they do, then you're out of luck. I think most people watching this channel probably know what Retro City Rampage is. Easiest way to describe it, it's 8-bit GTA. And it's absolutely as delightful as that sounds. If you love GTA, especially the old top-down style, you love 8-bit games, you're just going to be in heaven with this one. So for me, those are the 10 most interesting games this week, but don't worry, I've got you covered with some more great deals, so sit tight for this sizzle reel.
Don't you dare say that I wanted everything to fall apart when it's haunting me. 'Cause my only crime was hoping there is something more than this loneliness I feel. But no one makes me feel less alive. We're fighting fire. The way you push my buttons just right. We're fighting fire. When two voices of nature collide. We're fighting fire. Can't help but feel the temperature rise. We're fighting fire. We're fire. Maybe if we took a moment long enough to realize how alike we are. That not everything is broken, 'cause you know me better than anyone by far. But no one makes me feel less alive. We're fighting fire. The way you push my buttons just right. We're fighting fire. When two voices of nature collide. We're fighting fire. Can't help but feel the temperature rise. We're fighting fire with fire.
All right, all you Switch fans, I really hope you enjoyed these deals. Let me know down in the comments below what you're thinking of picking up. And if you are interested in $2 or $5 eShop deals, I'm going to have separate videos for those, so stay tuned and make sure you're subscribed. So until next time, I hope you have great gaming.